Withered animatronics, brand new characters, and a completely new direction. Yes, despite being over 550 days away, hype levels for the second installment of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie franchise are already at a fever pitch. And although the wait until Christmas of 2025 might seem pretty long, I think I might be able to help a little bit. Yeah, even with that long wait, we actually know a surprising amount about our second visit to Freddy's. And yeah, that's kind of what this video is all about. We've got 10 mind-blowing facts about the upcoming sequel, and believe me, it was hard to keep it just at 10. For those of you who want every single breadcrumb of information about the sequel, this video is for you. I'm Conifer Slurp, and these are 10 shocking behind-the-scenes facts about Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Number 10. Freddy for Christmas. Let's kick off our list with the latest news about the upcoming FNAF sequel. Just a week ago, Universal Studios officially added new Blumhouse projects to their release calendar. This meant that we found out that Freddy Fazbear will return to theaters on December 5th, 2025, which means this sequel is going to become my favourite Christmas movie. To announce the release date, we also got this official teaser video. I mean, I guess we could argue this is the first teaser trailer for FNAF Movie 2. Damn, I should have done a reaction to that one. Number 9. Withered animatronics. After the first movie, when fans began to speculate about the sequel, I think a lot of the discourse was focused on which animatronics would be showing up next time around. We'll get to some specific characters later in this video, but for now, let's head over to a fairly prominent insider in the FNAF community, Cat Sterling Fan. They took to Twitter to say they got word that the FNAF Movie 2 Withered animatronics will be the same animatronics used in the first movie, but all messed up. I mean, it might seem obvious that Withered animatronics will show up next time around, but having confirmation of this fact is always nice. I also think messing up the original animatronics from the first movie to give them their withered aesthetic is a great idea, particularly because it will allow them to be smart with their budget, instead putting money towards shiny new animatronics. And while on that note, number 8. Toy animatronics. Yes, if the budget is going to be saved for new flashy animatronics, what better way to achieve that goal than spending it on creating the toy animatronics? For this, we need to head over to the Patreon of the extremely prominent and respected movie insider, Daniel RPK. Believe me, this won't be the last time you hear his name on this list. Daniel has been covering Five Nights 2 quite a lot on his Patreon, and in the comment section of one of his reports, a commenter asked, "As far as you know, will toy animatronics be in the movie?" To which Daniel replied, simply, yes. Of course, with any report of this kind, you have to take it with a grain of salt, but given Daniel's track record, I think we can take this one to the bank. Number 7. The returning cast and crew. Given how the last film ended, and if you know anything about the larger FNAF franchise, you'd probably suspect that all members of the main cast would be returning for the sequel. Strangely though, only one main cast member, at this current time, is officially slated to return. When Five Nights at Freddy's 2 was given its official December 5th release date, William Afton himself, Matthew Lillard, took to social media to share a picture of himself in the Spring Bonnie getup, alongside a blast from his live-action adaptation past. Why do I actually kind of want to see this crossover? While Lillard confirmed his return with a caption that read, "I always come back," that wasn't actually the first time we heard he would be returning. In early 2024, thanks to a production document, we learned that Matthew Lillard and Piper Rubio's Abby would be returning. Elsewhere, while not officially confirmed or listed, Mr. Josh Hutcherson has done quite a lot of talking about the sequel, saying he's dying to get back on set. I'd say it's likely that the reason this hasn't been made official yet is because Josh's contract hasn't been officially signed. I mean, get that bag, King. No word on Elizabeth Lail's Vanessa yet, but I'm pretty confident we'll see her the next time around. Number 6. Addressing the criticism and adding more horror. Critics hated the first movie, and fans loved it. Wherever you stand, I think everyone could agree on the fact that the movie wasn't very scary. Yeah, we didn't need the FNAF movie to be the scariest movie in the world, but ramping up the horror a little bit would have been much appreciated. I mean, come on, remember how scary those OG games actually were? Why not play on it in the movies? Well, it looks like the filmmakers may be listening to this feedback, and for this we've got to head back over to movie insider Daniel RPK, who shared in February that he heard that the filmmakers took the criticism over the first movie to heart, and the sequel will have more focus on horror. horror. This has been further corroborated by other insiders who stated last year that the team were rewriting the script to rework elements in response to feedback from the first movie, with the official tagline from the sequel being "Anyone can survive 5 nights. This time, there will be no second chances." This seems to really tease that we are moving in a darker direction for the sequel. Again, I'm not advocating for an R-rated horror experience, but if they could at least capture some of the tension from the OG games, this could be a fantastic sequel. Number 5. When does the filming start? Just a few months ago, we thought that Five Nights 2 was gonna start filming on July 1st, 2024. Yeah, just around the corner. But recently we got the news that it had been delayed to fall 2024. While some fans were disappointed by the delay, others were happy, citing the fact it would allow the filmmakers more time to create a better script, better animatronics, and well, a better movie overall. If the production of the sequel is anything like the first movie, then news will absolutely explode when they begin filming. You only have to remember how many leaks, teasers, and behind the scenes secrets internet sleuths were able to obtain the last time around. Number 4. Henry Emily. When I heard this character was gonna be in FNAF Movie 2, I cried, vomited, and shelved all at the same time. Our friend Daniel RPK is back with a rather large scoop that could change the entire FNAF movieverse moving forward. On a post on April 20th, Daniel stated that the sequel is casting a major new character. He went on to say that his guess is that it's none other than Henry Emily. For those who don't know, in the lore, Henry Emily is the co-owner of Freddy Fazbear's alongside William Afton. He is also the father of Charlotte Emily, who goes on to possess the puppet. In FNAF 6, he is responsible for helping Michael burn down the restaurant with all the remaining haunted animatronics inside, closing the book on many characters in the series. Of course, this would have to be reworked for the movie a little, as they've already notably changed Michael being William's son. But at the very least, with the puppet being teased for the sequel in the film's end credits, it's not very surprising to hear Henry Emily will have a large role in the sequel. Number 3. A new security guard. So this piece of behind the scenes information might actually negate the previous entry on the list, and kind of vice versa to be completely honest. Just a few moments ago we discussed the fact that the sequel is casting a brand new major character. Now while much of the speculation and reporting online seems to think that the character is Henry Emily, there is also a chance it could be someone completely different. Heading back over to our pal Daniel RPK, he reported that the idea is to have the character Jeremy Fitzgerald in the sequel in a main role. Wait, what the fuck is this comicmovie.com? Jeremy Fitzgerald is the main protagonist and security guard you play as in the second FNAF game, which is famously a prequel and not a sequel. It's likely the movies will go in a different direction, and the fact that Daniel says this will be a main role indicates that this version of Jeremy will be interacting with Abby, Vanessa, and Mike. Oh, or I guess Jeremy 1 in the current movie timeline. Journalism is dead. Number 2. Multiple games. Now our final check-in with Mr. Daniel RPK might leave some fans saying, well, duh. But there is a reason for me including it on this list, so stick with me. In late March, Daniel RPK reported that much like the first movie, he has heard that the sequel will incorporate elements from multiple games. So yeah, some hardcore FNAF fans will no doubt be thinking, well, yeah, I kind of thought that was going to be the case, but even still, I think there's a large number of fans online that assume the next movie will be a strict retelling of the second game, thereby making it a prequel. Given that we now know most of the cast is returning, it seems the filmmakers will be moving forward and not backward. So expect FNAF Movie 2 to take some elements from the second game, but also aspects from many other sequels and the larger lore too. Number 1.5, the Markiplier cameo. Here's one for free. Bonus entry time. Markiplier was meant to be in the first movie. There was a scheduling conflict and he couldn't do it. FNAF creator Scott Cawthon said if he was lucky enough to do a sequel, then they've got to try to get Markiplier in that movie. This will be one of the biggest talking points leading all the way up to the sequel's release, and I think there's a pretty good chance we're going to see it this time round. Number 1. Mangle is born. How could we put anything but the only official behind the scenes image we've gotten for this movie at the top of this list? Yes, back in April, Jason Blum himself took to Twitter to reveal Jim Henson's Creature Shop was officially back for the sequel, working their magic yet again. He teased that he wasn't sure what they were working on, but he knew it would be great. Well, Jason, lucky for you, I'm terminally online, and I can tell you that is 100%, without a doubt, none other than Mangle himself. Or herself. Or themselves. Whatever. I think as soon as FNAF Movie 2 was announced, fans have been thinking, how the heck are they gonna create a Mangle animatronic? Like, this could legit be one of the most complicated puppet animatronics we've ever seen on screen. It took 6 people to puppeteer Foxy in the original movie. And with that said, I feel like we're gonna need a whole small army for Mangle. Oh, and that's also Toy Bonnie over there on the left. But no time for that because that's our list. Which behind the scenes fact gets you most excited for FNAF Movie 2? If you're new to the channel and love Five Nights at Freddy's, then what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and become a certified slurp head. I'm Connor, and I'll see ya in the next one.